boys and girls. It's great to see you again for our Wednesday night Bible class. I'm so glad that you are with me, and I'm glad to be with you. I want to start off with a question tonight. Have you ever gotten in trouble from your mommy or your daddy because you didn't get your room cleaned? Yeah, we do a lot, don't we? Whenever our room gets really messy, and then our parents say, I need you to go upstairs and I need you to pick up and I need you to clean your room. Sometimes it doesn't seem like the most easy thing to do, does it? But then mommy or daddy comes into the room and then they trip over one of your toys, or they can't find something that they're looking for in your room, and it's all because of the mess. And we're going to talk about a mess today that Jesus had to deal with. But first of all, I want us to go over our memory verse that we actually started talking about last week. And again, I'll have that up on the screen for you. That memory verse comes from Mark chapter 12, verses 30 through 31. It says, "And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these." So I hope again that you'll recite this, that you'll do it over and over again, and that you'll do it for your mom or dad. And again, you can do it for me on Sunday whenever you come then, and recite it for me, just so I know that you've been looking at these and studying this. And I'll have it again at the end of the video. Stay tuned for our song. Okay, boys and girls, our song for tonight is going to be Happy All the Time. And this is a song I've never led before, so you guys might do it better than I will. But this song has a couple emotions to it, so I want to go through those just real fast before we get singing the song. All right? So we're going to say, I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. Okay? You can do that, can't you? Let's do it again. I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. And then we're going to say, since Jesus Christ came in and saved my life from sin, I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. You can do that, can't you? All right, let's do it together. Ready? I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. Since Jesus Christ came in and saved my life from sin, I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. Let's do it faster, okay? I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. Since Jesus Christ came in and saved my life from sin, I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. Faster. I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. Since Jesus Christ came in and saved my life from sin, I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. I struggled there, didn't I? But you guys did a great job. Let's do one more time, just a little bit faster, okay? I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. Since Jesus Christ came in and saved my life from sin, I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time. All right, great job, boys and girls. You did so well, and I'm so glad that we could sing together. Just a minute ago, we talked about cleaning and about how sometimes you have to clean your room, but you also probably have to help your mom or your dad clean your house as well, don't you? If you think about all of the ways that our houses can get dirty, we track things into the house with our feet, especially if we don't take our shoes off at the door. This time of year, we're tracking leaves in and some other dirt. And we get dust bunnies under our bed or underneath our furniture. And sometimes we have to use a duster to get those things. But you know what? We also sometimes we have to sweep. And I'm all tangled up here. I didn't know I would be. We have to sweep using this. This is a broom, isn't it? And so this is how we get all the loose dirt off of the floor. And usually we put it in a dustpan. After that, we might take a mop and we might go over the floor with the mop as well. And really try to wash all the dirty parts off of the floor, especially if you have a wood floor. Those wood floors can get kind of sticky, can't they? Also a tile floor. Those can get really, really sticky whenever we've spilled small drops of things on the floor and didn't really notice at the time. We also get crumbs and things like that on the floor. But you know what? Also, all around our house, whenever we've been touching things, we get germs on things, don't we? And so we have to clean. And sometimes for that, we have to use like disinfectant wipes. I know that we probably have a lot of these in our homes right now because of the coronavirus. And so we have to wipe our hands off, or sometimes mommy or daddy might wipe the groceries off with these. But you can also just wipe surfaces like desks and tables and chairs, and it kills germs. Sometimes mommy or daddy might use spray, and maybe whenever you help them, you have to clean the toilets off with something like this. And so this is an even deeper clean type of a spray that we use to clean. Or we have disinfectant spray that is supposed to kill 99.9% of all the germs. And even this one says that it kills pandemic virus germs. Okay, so that's really important. Now, all of these, I got all of these from our church building. And so Mr. Bob and Miss Lisa use those to help keep our building clean. But you know, they have to come in here every single week, especially in my office, and clean up the messes. Well, did you know that Jesus had to clean up a mess in his Father's house? What was his Father's house? What are we talking about? Obviously, we're talking about the house of God, which was the temple. Did you know that the temple not only got physically dirty at times, but it got spiritually dirty? That means that people were doing things in the temple that they were not supposed to do. And here is the story of what happened. If you go to John chapter 2, we're going to read together verses 14 through 17 and talk about what happened here. In this passage it says, "In the temple, he," meaning Jesus, "found those who were selling oxen and sheep and pigeons, and the money changers sitting there. And making a whip of cords, he drove them all out of the temple with the sheep and the oxen. And he poured out the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. And he told those who sold the pigeons, 'Take these things away. Do not make my Father's house a house of trade.' His disciples remembered that it was written, 'Zeal for your house will consume me.'" So it was actually prophesied that this was going to happen. Because what did Jesus see when he came into the temple? What did he see when he came into his Father's house? He saw a bunch of people using a place of worship, a place where they were supposed to be pleasing and praising God. They were selling things. And, you know, I understand that they were selling things to help people worship, but these people were purposely using the temple, and in our case, it would have been the church, to make a profit. Well, that's not good, is it? To daily make a profit in the church, to profit off of people that were just coming to serve God and to worship God, that would not have been a good thing, would it? And Jesus didn't think it was a good thing either. And so he even fashioned a whip together. Now, I don't think he was really out to hurt anybody, but he sure was angry, and he started whipping that thing, just making sure that they knew that he was serious. He didn't like what he saw, did he? He did not like what he saw, and so he did what he could to get those people out. Now, as we think about Jesus cleansing the temple, we need to be reminded that there is some other cleaning that needs to be done. And that is even true in our own lives. Sometimes do we need to clean up our own lives? Sometimes do we say things that are dirty, say things that are wrong? Sometimes do we treat people bad and say really mean things to them, or we just do really mean things to people? Absolutely. And so whenever we think about, well, how do I clean that? Well, that means that we simply change, don't we? We change what we're doing. We change how we're behaving. And whenever we change how we're behaving, we are cleaning ourselves for God. And that's what he would want us to do, isn't it? He would want us to be clean as well. And I think that we can even be good examples to our mommies and daddies when we do that, don't you? Yeah, I certainly do. Well, I want to thank you all for watching along with this short Bible class. And I do want to remind you that I have some other activities that you can do going along with this lesson. And those activities are going to be sent in your emails. If you come to the church building tonight, I will have those activity sheets that you can do during the adult Bible class. So don't forget about that. You can watch this video before you come to church, and then you can do those activities while you're there. So I hope that you'll do that. Once again, don't forget about the memory verse at the end of this video, and I hope that you'll practice that with Mommy and Daddy. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.